PS4 from the 31.
Alert, alert.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Mayfield down. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams. Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. The bottom line is Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the fourth team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. TJ Carey right there in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. Now Breeze lost the football, and this is picked up by the Browns.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing, Mayfield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mayfield to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Burris. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Let's get it together.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 60 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, at pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people, and oftentimes you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the ground, Kamara. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Thomas has got it, complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. So clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Hey, your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, 133. King. What's that? Right there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got a first down past the 30. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 36 yards on the play.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back.
What's one of these bombs over from the trail we at? Let go.
Thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to
Yeah,
be
trail,
careful
let
about where
go.
you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to
KP
take a
running
few
from
chances as
the
well.
Bighomie nigga. He kicking nigga every time I come in. He don't want
On
me to smoke.
first and 10, Mayfield. He completes it to Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Say one more word, you
That's
kick
good
now,
for a
fuck.
Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup.
You don't want
This
none
is
of me.
something you got to be
Fuck you
wary of
talking about. One more
defensively.
word,
And just
get your
because
ass shot,
they're in the
bitch.
mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't
do
pass.
what
And
you
they
gotta
got
do,
good yardage
fuck,
out of
nigga.
that one.
Do what you gotta
And
do,
really,
fuck,
when you're
nigga. I don't
looking
worry
at
about
it,
none of
now
that
they've got
pussy
a
ass
first set
shit.
of downs.
Fuck,
For
nigga.
second
Yeah,
down, they want to
yeah,
take
do
another
that.
shot and try and loosen things
Yeah,
up.
do
That'd be
that.
time to do it.
That's the nigga J-No, man. Pop, 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 pop.
KP, that's how y'all pot it is.
Pop, pop, pop.
What's up, fuck, nigga? Yeah, you know what's
On
up.
first down, Hunt.
Yeah, I know.
And inside the 20
Fuck you
before it's
talking
brought
about.
down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
54. Here we go, King. Hey, alert.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he's going to battle his way down.
See what I told him, he talking about, oh, he be kicking me.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Man, nigga.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll give it to Chubb. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal.
Hey, watch the ball.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on fourth and a yard.
Man, Finney do that shit left, right, all night long. That bitch had me 52 nothing early.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Seibert's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Yeah, tell Mane to send that shit like he made me send it to him. Tell you want to hear that shit, say ching-ching, G.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
They have the thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quick.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. He finds an opening past the 40. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, #2. As he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. To throw is Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on.
That nigga that worse than you,
convincing performance.
Yeah, sorry. That nigga that's sorry than the motherfucker. Straight up. Yeah, I'm talking about he ain't got a goddamn football IQ in his motherfucking brain.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
Put my motherfucking crab legs on so y'all niggas talking that shit. No, you're not eating no crab legs. What, nigga? Yeah. Your mama going to work. She not eating no motherfucking crab legs with me. No, it ain't. Maya finna go, and guess what? I'm eating by myself.